Well, the Packers season came to an end, another heartbreaking loss, and now you look to the future. So let's take a look at the offense and what the Packers are going to need going forward. First of all, you're going to get Jordy Nelson back. How good Jordy's going to be going into next season after 2 surgeries since the last time he's played a meaningful snap in the NFL, we'll have to wait and see. Also, you've got Randall Cobb that'll be back. You've got Devontae Adams. I think Devontae Adams is actually going to come back and have a better year than what he had this season, and the drops should not be a huge issue. We hope anyway next year. Ty Montgomery will be back. You'll still have Janis. You'll still have Abbrederis, and I think he discovered something in both of those guys in the game against Arizona. You look at Eddie Lacy. Eddie Lacy in the offseason, he's going to have to figure out what he wants to be. Does he want to be an NFL running back, take care of himself, lose some weight? Because let's call it what it is, okay? Everybody looked at him and said, you're overweight. Mike McCarthy can defend him all he wants because that's what he has to do for his guy. But the bottom line was he ate himself into being an average back at best. You've got James Starks, a good 1-2 punch. But you're going to need that maybe third down back, somebody that can get you out of the backfield, somebody that can catch some passes and move the chains. The biggest need right now, in my opinion, is a tight end. Richard Rodgers is a guy. He's a guy that maybe can catch you a pass in the end zone. Between the 20s this year, he proved more often than not that he's got stone fingers. He's not going to stretch a defense. He's not a very good blocker. He is just a pass-catching tight end, and he's not even a great one at that. You need a tight end. And then there's the bolstering of the offensive line. To me, if you can get yourself a good left tackle, I would do it as well. If Bakhtiari wasn't hurt this year, like he said and Mike McCarthy said and everybody said he wasn't, then he had an underperforming year and you need to look for another left tackle. Josh Sitton had a little bit of a down year, but he's still a Pro Bowler. Corey Linsley had an injury-plagued year. I think he'll bounce back. It's nice to know that J.C. Tretter's your floating guy. T.J. Lang, some will say he had a Pro Bowl year. I said he had a good year, not a great year. And Brian Bulaga, they paid him a lot of money. You know he's going to be your right tackle. He's starting to slow down. His lateral movement isn't what it used to be, so speed rushers tend to get past him, and you're going to have to live with that at least for another year. That's the way your offense shapes up. The next time you and I talk, we'll talk more about the defense.